Because there was a total misunderstanding of exactly how 9/11 occurred and why it occurred. And we were told that the reason it happened was that the people that came here, they hated us because we were free and prosperous. That is not true. They came here for other reasons. And the tragedy is that it was used as an excuse to do a lot of things they had wanted to do all along. For instance, there had been for over a decade, they had been looking for an opportunity to invade and overthrow our former ally, Saddam Hussein, in Iraq. So we were told that Al-Qaeda was in Iraq and they had nuclear weapons and they were about to attack us, on and on, all built up on lies and get the American people pumped up with that war propaganda. Turned out to be not true. But you know, since 9/11, I think in many ways we've gone backwards as far as protection of civil liberties. Our civil liberties are under threat. Just that they saw it an opportunity to see a crisis come, to expand the role of government. We're going to see this as an opportunity to shrink the size of government. To repeal the Patriot Act, I won't call it a bill to repeal the Patriot Act. I'm going to call it a bill to restore the Fourth Amendment. No searches without warrants, and no invading our houses with the military, and on and on. The very things the founders of this country fought for and fought a revolution. Now we are deliberately and casually taking it away from the American people. This is what this is all about. Are we going to put up with this? I think symbolically, if we can watch TV and the pictures on the internet to show what TSA is doing to make us safe and secure, and watch the prodding and the probing and the x-raying of little kids and elderly women and wheelchairs, if we can sit by and say, oh, they're making us safe, so we're okay. If we put up with that, I don't think there's a whole lot of hope for us. And it was very clear to the founders. They said, if you sacrifice your liberties for a little bit more security, you know, you end up with neither the safety or the security or our liberties. I'm afraid that's where we're going, unless we reverse this. What about the recent National Defense Authorization Act? And now the military can arrest an American citizen under suspect of being associated with some group that might be doing something someday. And he can be arrested by the military, put in a secret prison, denied an attorney, and kept indefinitely. There's no way you should compromise with that. That's a clear principle you should stand opposed to. You should stand for the cause of liberty and against it. There is no compromise. Presidents have no authority to direct an assassination of an American citizen or where he is or what he's been charged with. Secretary of Defense the other day on national television was being interviewed, and he was asked about where he got the authority. He didn't come to Congress for the authority to go into Libya and a proposal to go into Syria, which they actually are already there. He said, well, he got he'll get it from an international body. He'll get it from the United Nations or NATO. We have had men and women and presidents in Congress who have not followed the rule of law, and the rule of law says you can't go to war without a declaration of war. You know, we all, when you go in the military or in the Congress or the presidency, we take an oath to obey the Constitution against all enemies foreign, and we handle that pretty well. But we're supposed to look at the domestic enemies as well, and that's where our real threats are today. We have a government now essentially out of control. We have, for a long time, our presidents have used executive orders to pass laws. Just recently, the president said, well, Congress is acting too slowly. I want this regulation passed. I'll just write an executive order. Well, that's illegal. But one thing that is legal is if you have a constitutional president and you look at all the illegal executive orders, you can repeal all of them by an executive order. everything can boil down is, what is your concept of liberty? Where does liberty come from? For me, it comes in a natural way, it comes in a God-given way, it comes as a gift. It doesn't come from our government. If you're going to have a government, the government should be there for the purpose of protecting liberty, not undermining liberty.